Alright, this is my cut and it's week 1 of 16 and there's a total of 3 workouts this week in the cut in week 1 of 16. And this is the second workout of the week and it is back and cardio. Done 28 sets with a total of 304.5 reps and a total of 7 different exercises. That was not too bad with 4 sets per exercise. Then the cardio was a total of 45 minutes and the target must have been to burn 300 calories. I imagine, because that's what I wrote down. So the average incline was 5.0 and the average speed was 4.5. So let's get ready to delve in about this, eh? So workout 2 of 67, week 1 of 16, second workout of the week. Here we go. Right, before we get started on the workout, I want to just give you a wee bit of insight into my mindset, especially at that time, right? Just fresh after I perceived as abuse online, and that let a rocket up my backside basically, and already flamed around a fire that was burning in my belly. So my mindset was, this is getting done no matter what. I just done my research, found out you have to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. You know what I mean? I done my heavily researched how to lose weight, and I figured out if it's a 500 calorie deficit per day, okay, and you lose X amount of weight per week, roughly 2 pounds per week, you don't have to go 500 calories, you can go less, but I chose to go 500, which is quite an extreme cut, so I wanted to get the job done, and I most definitely did do that. But anyway, if you're going to do a cut, you are in for one hell of a hard ride. Right, and here we go. Start it off with reverse grip pull down. Reverse grip is that, and you pull down that way, as far as I'm led to believe, as far as I am aware. That's normal grip, that's neutral grip, and that's reverse grip. So reverse grip pull down for 4 sets, 80 kilo for 12, 100 kilo for 10 reps, then another 100 kilo for 8 reps, and finish that set off with 80 kilo for 10 reps. Then went into single arm dumbbell row. That's like you bend down a wee bit as if you're doing the sawing action. Again, 4 sets, 20 kilo, 12 reps, 30 kilo, 10 reps, 35 kilo, 10 reps, and to finish it off, 37.5 kilo for 10 reps. So the first 2 exercises, reverse grip pull down and bent over dumbbell rows. And like I say, remember, I was like a man possessed, right? So the next 2 exercises I'm not 100% sure of. Well, the next one I'm a seated cable row. That's a good one. You've seen that in my workouts in the current gym I'm at. And seated cable row, 50 kg for 10 reps, 80 kilo for 8 reps, 70 kilo for 10 reps, and finished off with 50 kilo for 15 reps. I like seeing your last set of the exercise, I like push it as far as I can. Don't leave anything in the tank, you know what I mean? So that was the seated cable row. Then we're now on to the reverse palm grip, seated pull down. That must have been an exercise specific to that gym, you know what I mean? But the seated cable row, that's a good one. So yeah, that's a really good one. That targets your lower lats and you pull it in and you can feel the squeeze. That's a really good one. So seated cable row, 4 sets. Right, and the next exercise is a variation on the pull down. This is with the wee handle, it's a close in handle. It's reverse palm grip again, 4 sets. 45 for 10, 57 for 8, 65 for 6, and finished off with 50 for 15 reps again. I like the pyramid idea of my training, you know what I mean? Done 45, which is a lower weight, for 10 reps. Then done 57 for 8 reps, and I've obviously thought I've had more than the tank, because I've upped it to 65 and I've got 6 reps. Then I dropped it to 50 for 15 reps, just to finish off the sets for that exercise. I reverse palm grip with this like wee close handle, it's about that size. So I done that for 4 sets, and up next is a wide grip pull down. My God, I was a man possessed. Holy. Alright, we're on exercise number 4, and again it's a different variation of a pull down. We've only done 4 exercises, and already we're on the third gym for the pull down. This time it's wide grip pull down, 50 kilo for 12, 50 kilo for 12, 57.5 for 10, then 50 for 15 reps. You know what I mean? But right, I've always liked the pull down, but I was aiming to the main goal here was to lose weight, obviously. And that's how there are a lot of sets compared to where I'm at the now, 12 sets. Jesus Christ, we're at 28 sets per body part, you know what I mean? And we're on the third variation of a pull down. Reverse grip, then we went close grip, now we just done wide grip, so that's 3 different, that's just for one exercise I've done 3 different variations of it. Close, wide, and reverse, do you know what I mean? So, hey ho. Right, and see now that I'm actually going back through these workouts, it's bringing back what I was like mentally, right? And I believe you can lose fat by increasing the volume by doing weights, a mixture of weights and cardio, you know. And I've done 28 sets, right? And we've done 3 variations of the one exercise, and that's a pull down. We've done reverse grip to start off with, right? Close grip for second, then wide grip for third. You know what I mean? That's all just volume, just to get stuff to fill out the workout, you know what I mean? Because I reckon this workout would have took me easily 2.5 to 3 hours. Easily. So 100%. And it's all good heavy weights with a decent rep range, all at 10 and above. So 100%. The mindset is hard and heavy and do as much as possible, you know what I mean? And the weight will come off. Right, now we're on set 24, and this one's, I would say it's quite an advanced workout if I'm being brutally honest. All my workouts are quite advanced, so I'm quite an advanced lifter. But this is an advanced, it's not really advanced, but it's quite footery, reverse cable fly. I'll try and do it with my shoulder still, see it. That's where you get the ones like this and you stretch back so it's a target in the lats. It's actually a good exercise. So 70 kilo for 6 reps. I went heavy, right heavy in there first. 50 kilo for 12, then another 50 for 12, and finished off for 70 for 7.5 reps. So that was not too bad, but the reverse cable fly is a good one. But I would highly recommend with any new exercise, if you're new to it, start off light and make sure you get the form correct before you start adding in weight to it, because if you don't, there's an expression about peeing in the wind. You're just wasting your time. Right, and that's us on the last exercise for the back, which is dumbbell side raise, chest supporter. That means when you get the bench, put it in incline, and you grab the dumbbells and you lie with your chest to it, and you pull back. And you do dumbbell side raises. That's more for your upper back, I would say. You can always Google it, you know what I mean? This is just my point of view. So, and I've done 15 kilo for 12 reps. Dropped the weight down a bit, done 12.5 for 15 reps. And I must have felt confident and done 15 kilo for 12 reps. Then I finished off with 12.5 for 15 reps. So I went heavy, light, heavy, light. See, the key is always push yourself, you know what I mean? Find the weight that you're comfortable at. Once you know what you're doing, start to see you're pushing your limits. You can't go wrong. Cardio next. Right, and this is cardio, right? But see with the weights or anything in life, just do your best and try your hardest. I can't stress that enough, you know what I mean? But make sure you know what you're doing first, i.e. get your form true and correct first and foremost. But anyway, cardio was 45 minutes, and that because I've wrote down 300 calories, it must have took me 45 minutes to get to 300 calories. Average incline 5 mile an hour, average incline 0.5%, average speed 4.5 mile an hour. I've no wrote down the total distance. Obviously the main goal was 300 calories, so I've set myself a target and 300 calories, and I've just stuck to it and not finished till that target's been met, you know what I mean? So that's the cardio done and dusted. Cheers.